All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've been doing metric conversions and working towards using a problem-solving technique called dimensional analysis. So now we're going to actually put it into action. As we look at this word problem, this big scary word problem, our job is to basically take a look at what is given, what is here, and what am I being asked to find. So you decide to drive 4.91 times 10 to the third kilometers from your house, your home in Garden Grove, to New York City, because it's just that awesome. You're so eager to get there that you're going to drive at 100 kilometers per hour nonstop until you arrive. How many hours will the journey take? I'm going to go ahead and highlight, first of all, this idea. How many hours? So that is time. So we are looking for time. Time in the unit hours. So down here I'm going to put equals how many hours. Now, what is it we've been given? Well, up here at the top, 4.91 times 10 to the third kilometers, you should be able to recognize that that kilometers unit is a distance. So that's what goes here. We have 4.491 times 10 to the third kilometers. Now, we have a situation where I have a kilometers unit and an hours unit. The only relationship, there has to be a relationship, a proportion, a ratio between kilometers and hours. And in this problem, that's what this represents. As you can see by the units here, this relationship is between kilometers, distance, and hours, time. So it happens to be a relationship that I can use. So I'm going to write it down right here. 100.0 kilometers per hour. And just so you know, of course, it's understood that that's per 1 hour. So in 1 hour, I could drive 100 kilometers. Now, I could say the same thing if I put hours up here and kilometers down here. I have not changed the ratio. The fact is that if I'm driving for an hour, I'm going to move that car 100 kilometers. Since we're dealing with this situation, and it's still the metric system, I'm going to go ahead and change that. No, let's not. We'll use our calculator. That's fine. Okay, as in any problem, you're going to start with what was given. So we're going to write down 4.491 times 10 to the third kilometers. And we're going to use our relationship here. Now, if I have kilometers upstairs, I want kilometers downstairs. So I'm going to put my 100.0 kilometers below and 1 hour above. So my km unit cancels. I'm in the hours unit. So now I'm going to grab my calculator. Now I did do a video on just calculator use, but let me go ahead and let's see if we can get that on there. Whether or not you can see it or not, at least you can hear as I do this. Turn it on. I'm going to hit clear. I'm going to enter in my number, 4.491. I'm going to hit the second key in my enter exponent. Now that E means times 10 to the, and I'm going to hit third. I'm going to divide that by 100.0 and hit equals. My answer is 44.91. So it's 44.91 hours. But I have to consider significant figures. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 significant figures here. This 0 is significant because it follows a number and the decimal point. So 4 sig figs here, and 1, 2, 3, 4 sig figs here. So my answer should have 4 significant figures, which it does. And we're just going to box it out, and we're done.